Today let us know more about a grammar topic called expressions. It's also called as idioms and phrases. What are these idioms and phrases? Idioms and phrases are words that we use to express ourselves creatively. They cannot be translated directly to another language because they are often linked up to culture. In many ways, they are like speaking in riddles. Riddles that are very easy to understand for anyone speaking that language as a first language, but difficult for learners to get the hang of it. Let us look at some examples of expression and their subsequent meanings. The first one is to feel a little off color. This means you don't feel yourself, but you are not quite sure of what you have. For example, sometimes when we are in not a mood, we feel quite lethargic. We use this term to feel a little off color. The next one is I'm sick to death of, which means I'm really tired of something. For example, when you hear the same thing the whole day, this is the expression that we use. I am sick to death of. The next one is to feel under the weather, which means to feel unwell or to have a beginning of a cold. The next one is cold feet. It means that you are very nervous about something. When you go for a competition, when you are going on stage to say something, suddenly you have this cold feet. So it means that you are very nervous about something. The next one is sick as a dog, which means being extremely ill. For example, when you are very ill and you are irritated as well, you say I am sick as a dog. The next one is I am all ears, which means you are ready to listen. When somebody is trying to speak to you and you have all the time in the world, you say this, I am all ears. That is, you are ready to listen to whatever they are going to say. The next one is break the ice, which means to say something which will start a conversation. Imagine there are two people sitting side by side and nobody is ready to begin to speak. So somebody has to break the ice. That is, somebody has to start the conversation or begin the conversation. Then the expression break the ice comes. Let's see some more examples which we use in our daily life. Actions speak louder than words, which means people's intention can be judged better by what they do than what they say. Another one is barking up the wrong tree, which means looking in the wrong place or accusing the wrong person. The next one is can't judge a book by its cover. It means you cannot judge something primarily on appearance. The next one is once in a blue moon, which means which happens very rarely. Take a look at the fill in the blanks. This is how they will ask you in your examinations. They'll ask you to fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate expressions given in brackets. So you will have 3 choices in the brackets and you have to pick any 2. See the first one. The kinglet would dash the account of his income and expenditure. He would dash the cost of each item. We have 3 choices here: reckon up, give up and look over. So which is the appropriate one here is the kinglet would look over the account of his income and expenditure. He would reckon up the cost of each item. Look at the second one now. The council suggested that the only way dash the criminal was to dismiss the guard. The guard was dismissed, but the criminal did not run away. So one of the ministers decided to tell him dash to do so. You have three choices here: straight out, to look over, and to get rid of. The answer for this here is the council suggested that the only way to get rid of the criminal was to dismiss the guard. The guard was dismissed, but the criminal did not run away. So one of the ministers decided to tell him straight out to do so. Let us take a look at the third example. The criminal was asked to run away, but the criminal said that people would dash on him if he did so. He also said that he had dash of working. You have three choices here: get out of the way, turn their backs, be hanged. The answer is the criminal was asked to run away, but the criminal said that people would turn their backs on him if he did so. He also said that he had got out of the way of working. You can see the next one. You have to do it for yourself. There were about 7,000 inhabitants in Monaco. The taxes fetched meager income. Therefore, the kinglet was dash to feed his courtiers and himself. But he found a new source of income by which he could dash money and lead a luxurious life. You have three choices here: rake in, hard put to it, and straight out. So choose the answer wisely. That's it for today, children. Have a great day. Take care. Stay safe.